What's up, guys? Welcome back to hour number 2 of Roleplay Vigil. It's time to start the story. That was an hour and 20 minutes of character creation. Didn't realize it was that long. Alright, so since Riley is the character that we already know, we'll be starting out with Riley. She, you said you were on some quest or something to become a knight. Like you're a new knight, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to say that you are venturing off to a tower. We're still using the world of Ehbon, so this is in Eastern Ehbon. You're not on the floating isles just yet. You're actually right below them. And the reason that they are floating is because there was a great mage war that occurred a couple years back. This has been something that's been known in the world, but a lot of people don't like going over there because there's strange magical disturbances. The entire world has basically just been cracked. There's a lot of floating isles. No one knows how they're floating. There's probably some sort of magical disturbance over there that's causing that. And the reason that knights are sent over here are to take up a watch. And you are watching over a field of battle where there are many different creatures, different people, different warriors, different wizards, different monsters, etc., 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 all frozen in place. Not really in stone, but they're just basically frozen, and they have been for many years. And the knight's job, the knight's, I guess, watch, to steal from Game of Thrones maybe, is to sit there and look over this battlefield and make sure that no one is trying to steal any artifacts from these creatures or take anything from the field of battle or really just do anything to these creatures. That is your role.
So it's years, not decades?
What is years,
the
not
span
decades?
of time that it's been frozen for.
How long has it been frozen for? You tell me.
I say this is a recent thing, yeah. Yours is more accurate.
Okay, yours is more accurate. So we'll say 6 or 7 years ago this happened. I need to ask the other 3 players, you guys need to decide on why did this war happen? Why was everyone fighting over in this area? Why were so many mages involved? Was there some item that people were trying to obtain? Was it just
What's
simply...
the climate like here?
What do you mean by climate?
Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it a desert?
We'll say that it was at the edge of Ehbon where the world basically stopped and there was just like the end. So it was once a pretty lively area. It was very foresty. There were trees everywhere. But since this war, since everyone was frozen in time, something happened to the ground and it is just not very habitable. The only thing...
Okay, but pre-war, it was like a lovely forested area.
Totally, yeah.
May I suggest that what happened was that when Ricardo Del Mar, the greatest wizard to have existed up until now,
Ricardo
died.
Del Mar died, by the way, in a house fire, so...
Yeah. much like when his tears exploded and he killed multiple people. Upon his death, he exploded, and all of the items that he carried that were so precious were scattered amongst the...
But then that means Riley would have died. I don't think we can do that.
What about...
How did we get up, by the way? Did I put on the armor and carry out Coronado and then ditch him?
You didn't need to carry me out. I was quite conscious.
There was fire.
No, I think he meant Ricardo, not Coronado.
Oh, Ricardo.
Or she meant.
So Coronado walked with like normal leather shoes, walked onto all that sludge and grease.
He's a nimble guy.
I could have gone out through a different door or a window.
There were no windows or other doors.
There was only one entrance into the room, that is correct.
Well, you know... you know what? I took Ricardo's body and threw it on the flames and walked across him.
God.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh my god.
There you go. Coronado left and got out.
Alright, that's how Coronado died. I saw this and I just pushed him face first into the flames and grease.
So you're the one who got Rich's face burned.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Let's say this war started over...
Is there a magical item that people are trying to obtain? Was it just simply land? I mean, this was a big war. There was tons of different people there fighting monsters, mages, commanders, knights, blah, blah, blah.
Let's say 2 different factions started fighting over a woman, and then it just escalated from there, like the First World War.
No,
or like the Trojan War. You know, it's like, oh, he stole my wife. We're going to go there. And then all of a sudden, huge armies are fighting.
No, stop using women as plot devices.
And then there was also like a ring.
Fine. Two
There's like
armies,
the one
two
ring.
nations fought over a man. You stole my husband. I'm gonna kill you. Like one way or the other.
Perfect.
2 nations fought over a man. What was special about this man?
He was the best lover anyone had ever met. He performed fellatio like no other.
And so, why were these people hired to fight for this man? Or were
Somehow
they-
it's
my
like the
story
second-
doesn't hold.
It's like the First World War. You know, you got like a series of alliances where it's like, oh, well, he went to war. Now we have to go to war. It's like it was one of those like a small thing that just like sparked this ridiculous war that blew way out of proportion. And then then other reasons came up like, oh, well, now we need to get this item over in this place to get this thing and this thing, and like, but the purpose, the core of it was the best blowjobs ever.
Okay. There you go.
Where is this man now?
Frozen in time?
Yeah, he's frozen in time, still on the battlefield. In fact, a lot of people come to make a pilgrimage. A lot of clerics come this way to make pilgrimage and drop flowers and whatnot at the base of this man's feet, who is frozen
I
in
let
time.
them get that close?
Yes, well, that is one of your duties, is to sit there and watch and make sure they don't steal or harass or harm these people frozen in time. Good?
Okay.
It's not like there's no sexual acts being done. They're just basically paying tribute. So you've been out here for a couple months now. The job's really boring. You're literally just staring out into the distance for days upon end. There's not really been too many people. Most people that have come and wanted to pay tribute to these guys did so in the first couple of years. And as you're watching one afternoon, there is a bolt of lightning that strikes down into the center of this, and it causes a loud commotion. Everyone in the Night's Watch notices it, and everyone kind of looks at you. There's a man standing next to you, and he goes, Riley, did you see that? What was that? It's like, look, right there. How are you not more excited?
Sorry, yeah. And I saw it, right?
Oh, yeah, you totally see it.
Okay. So I look around to see if there's anyone that's out of place, anyone new.
Where the lightning bolt struck, there is a crater out in the distance. But you can't really see too much as there's still smoke coming off of the ground.
This was in the middle of the battlefield or off to the behind it?
It was just somewhere in the battlefield. It's not in any particular place.
Oh,
It's also clear, like the skies out are clear. It's a clear day. There's no clouds in the sky. There's no sense of thunderstorm or rains coming at all. It's just a random thunderbolt.
did it fall where people were frozen?
Yes, it fell in the center of everything.
All right, so I say, I have no idea what just happened, but we got to get down there and make sure that the people that it might have hit are fine.
He goes. He looks at it. He goes, "Yeah, that sounds good. Quick, get on Argo. I'll go get on my horse, and we'll ride out there. I'll meet you there in a couple minutes."
All right, so I
He
jump
scurries
onto Argo and I dash down there to the site.
Okay.
But as I'm approaching, like I look up to the sky to make sure there isn't another one.
Yeah, you're looking up to the sky. You don't see anything. It looks to be just a normal, pretty day. It's not hot or anything. It's probably about 70s if you want to equate normalcy to that. And as you get closer to this area, you start to see that what was once 3 statues is 3 people moving, and enter, as I remember their names, enter Kang, Dongo, and Bongo, who are standing around. You guys are basically a little bit confused, as it seems as if no time has passed at all from when you were frozen years ago. In front of you stands a bunch of knights who are frozen in time. There is an Ehbon back in the little bit distance away, which is a giant 10 to 15 foot, and we'll say he's about 12 feet long, tall creature with 2 heads. He has a giant, massive club in his right hand, but they're all frozen in time. What are you guys doing?
I jump off of Argo and I run up to them and ask them if they know what year it is.
Hey, Bongo, is that you?
She doesn't even know what year it is. Did we see that lightning bolt, by the way?
No.
We are the lightning bolt.
Okay. It's 1269 is the year.
1260. I thought it was 1268. I could be wrong.
No.
By the way, are we hanging out with Kang?
You're not hanging out. You have basically just like come to. You guys are in a fighting stance. Basically, Kang is right next to you, but maybe a little bit distance away. And just
I take it we were on the same side of the war.
were you on the same side of the war?
Yeah, we're on the same side of the war.
You were on the same side of the war.
Yeah, gotta be. Otherwise, there's no reason that I would ever join them.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that you guys are on your shoulders. You have the same emblem. What is the emblem of the army you guys were fighting for? What does it look like? Or maybe Riley, what do you see on their shoulders?
I don't know. I see a very large phallic symbol, probably dedication to the man they worshipped.
You guys realize I was making a joke, and you all just actually went with it.
This
Now it's
whole-
canon.
Yeah, I thought my story was better.
There's a man in front of it on his knees.
Can we have like
Okay,
a sun setting over an ocean, or like something, something more normal?
Uh,
A big.
how about the logo of Vigil, the dragon eye?
Perfect. You
That's
see
good.
the eye on the three shoulders of
Oh yeah, like
Dongo,
a snake
Bongo.
eye. I get it.
Dongo,
The one
Bongo,
that's-
and Kang.
King?
Going Kang, that's me.
King.
You three know each other, Riley. You have no idea who these three are.
I exclaim, no, it's 1977. I mean, sorry, 1277. I wish.
12.
Is anyone else moving, or just the three of us unfrozen?
You only notice the three of you
What's-
right now,
Wait,
plus
why,
Riley.
wait, why is everyone else?
Hey. Hey, Bongo, is that Kang?
Bongo, Dongo. What are you guys doing here?
Kang. More like kangaroo, because you're really lame.
You guys are Beavis and Butthead.
I really
guys are
don't,
Beavis and
like,
Butthead,
I'm
that's-
really trying not to be Beavis. I'm really trying not to, because that's not what I
Yeah,
had
me
in mind.
too. It's not what
I
we
just
had in
wanted it to
mind.
be that laugh. Okay, anyway.
What are you guys doing? You guys, it's
Oh.
up to you now.
Who are you, Mrs.?
Yeah, I haven't seen a pretty lady since the war started. Killed them all. I killed them all.
I'm not really sure what to do with that information.
Don't listen to him. He is filled with lies.
Are you really admitting to mass war crimes, Dongo?
He's lying to you. He's just trying to frighten you.
That's Bongo. Yeah.
All right.
Are you
Well-
talking?
What happened to the war? What happened to the war?
We have no idea. As you can see, everyone else is still frozen. You're the
So
only
who
ones
won?
that aren't.
Who won?
I,
we
I
win?
don't know. We don't. It's on pause.
30 years.
30.
Didn't you say it's 1777?
16. She said 16.
1277.
12.
It's been years. Who won?
8 years. It's been 8 years, and it's frozen. No one's won.
Let's
Well,
win.
someone froze it. Whoever froze it won. Right?
Who froze
Right?
it?
I
Bongo.
don't think that's how it works.
I think
Bongo.
Bongo lost his voice. Bongo? I
Bongo?
go and slap Bongo in the face with a clawed hand.
You slap
Not
him in
to
the
do damage,
face with
just
a
like-
clawed hand.
I actually don't like that. I kind of back away from Kang.
About this time when it happens, Riley, you see Ralph ride up to you, who's the knight that was going to be riding with you, or who said he was going to meet you here. And upon getting to the area where you guys are at, he immediately comes to your aid with sword drawn He's just like,
I
quick,
attack
who
him.
are you?
I summon fire on him.
Okay,
There's
how
a
does that
knight
work?
fighting at me with a sword drawn. I'm summoning fire.
How does that work?
Well, does he have the same colors as Riley?
I have intelligence. I'm attacking.
Okay.
Trying to see how that actually works. Do you just summon this? You have to roll for
I
it,
need
don't
to
you?
create.
Yeah, so it says when you command the elements, you roll plus wisdom.
All right, so I roll plus wisdom to create fire. Although I can only create it from me or near me. So I don't know how far away he is. Is he within like fire summoning range?
Totally.
All right, so 2d6 plus 3.
What happens when you fail this?
Whatever you want. I think.
Yeah, you tell him what happens. When
No,
he
no,
fails.
I'm just seeing like how bad this is. This was master the elements, right?
No, this was just normal create fire.
Oh,
yeah, I guess it's master of the elements. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still not sure how this shit works.
Yeah, so on Master of the Elements, you roll plus your wisdom. On a 10 plus, you command what is generally considered a large amount of this element. On a 7 to 9, the same, but choose one. It doesn't say what happens if you fail. So you go to create fire, rather, in front of you, and you look down at your hands and notice that now your hands are on fire, but you're not taking damage. Also, mark XP.
Are you rusty?
Let me go grab a pencil to mark XP.
And I
Kang seems to be a little bit rusty.
I stood around.
The man, well, we have to wait till Neal gets back. What are you doing? Riley, sorry to interrupt.
Okay, I stood around. You were here for the war. You witnessed it. Were both sides this silly, or were they real warriors? I actually never asked anyone about that.
He goes, I don't know. I didn't study the history. I'm just out here serving. He goes, this guy's scaring the crap out of me. He goes to make a move and throw his. He's like lunging towards you.
I put my
Kang.
hand out onto his chest and I say, "Whoa there."
He's already in the move. What are you doing, King? This guy's coming to you with a sword drawn.
All right, I'm trying to learn how this game works, so forgive me if I'm a little slow with it.
What would you like to do? Tell me narratively what you do, and I'll tell you what you roll.
I want to counterattack.
So you want to probably.
It's very narrative.
I would
Neal.
say, like, how are you counterattacking? What are you actually doing?
I've got my hands on fire, right?
Yeah.
I want to. As he's coming at me with a sword, so I want to jump towards him, putting my hands towards his face to scare the shit out of him and make him back away.
Okay, so you're running towards someone that has their weapon drawn at you, and you're running at them. I guess roll to hack and slash. You're going to try to hit
No,
this
you're
guy.
making it really difficult for me to do my job, Neal.
I'm sorry. My job is to play my character.
Neal,
So
give me a hack and slash. You are rolling plus strength because you're just trying to lunge at this guy.
Okay, and that for me is a 0, I believe, bonus.
Yep. So on a 10 plus, you attack. On a 7 to 9, it's partial success. So that is a partial success. You deal your damage, but he does damage to you.
All right, so am I doing fire damage or claw damage?
You're doing D4 damage.
Okay, so my flames don't do anything.
No, I mean, you do the same amount of damage across the board. You always roll D4 for your damage unless the move says otherwise.
But I took that ability that allows my, what is it called?
Is this
Nature's
Nature's
Fury. But use an element you have mastered to deal damage. Your damage die is D10 instead of D4.
Yeah, totally. Roll a D10.
Score.
Cool.
Do I
8.
still have time to jump in front of this, or?
Well, their attacks are going off regardless. Let me change this over. I forgot how hard it is to DM as well to do all this stuff. He's going to attack you with his weapon. He is a would-be knight. You take a single damage. You got to grab this guy. And, where do you attack him at? Are you just lunging at him?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands in his face and scare.
Yeah,
burn
you get your hands in his face. You basically grab his head with these fiery hands and burn the shit out of his face, and he falls unconscious.
Nice. You say I take 1 damage?
Yes, 1 damage.
So armor 2 would make that 0 damage, right?
Yeah, it would.
Score.
What do you guys do?
What's my...
Who is this foul creature that tried to kill us?
Eh.
Only Riley knows him, yeah?
Yeah, only Riley knows him.
Who's Lee?
All right, so I draw out. I jump off of Argo and I draw out one of my swords, and then I just walk between the man and these three, and I tell him to stay back. Like, don't attack us. We were here watching over you for 8 years, making sure that no one would harm you.
Then why did
What-
he attack me?
What time of the day is it?
It's midday.
So sun is out. I can't. Okay.
Sun is shining. It is a clear day out.
Uh-oh.
I'm confident that you were intimidating him and that you went to attack him.
He attacked me. He drew his sword and ran.
So I kneel down on the ground and I check to see if this guy is all right, if he'll recover on his own, if he's breathing.
Yes, he has. Well, he has a conscience. You can, if you put your hand to his mouth. You said. Sorry, I was reading a Skype message. How are you checking this?
Yeah, his neck, his mouth.
Yeah, you go to like check for his breath. You notice that there is air coming in and out of his mouth, and you notice that he also has a pulse. He's not dead, but his face is brutally fucked up.
Did we ever do bonds?
We'll do those at the end of the session.
Oh, but like we didn't ever create them.
We'll do those at the end of the session.
Okay, cool.
I will approach Riley and I will say, "Lady, yeah, that guy's kind of reckless. Let me see if I can do something for your friend. I'm actually a cleric, so if you will just step aside for a second."
A shadow cleric.
A shadow cleric.
I am a cleric. I possess the
Shadow
powers to
cleric.
heal. I possess the
He'll-
powers to heal.
He'll take your friend's soul into
Have
the
I
other
not
world.
have I not healed you before? In the war with the dragon people.
Yes.
No, I was never in the war.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Will you allow me near your friend, lady?
No,
Or
I
do you
would.
want it to
This-
die?
this
It's
man
the
is still
future.
breathing. He's
Bongo,
not about
bongo,
to
it's the
die.
future. You say my lady now.
Oh.
I go up to Donko. I put my hand on his shoulder, and telepathically, I ask him why he's healing this person.
I telepathically answered, "I need to kill this person."
Wait. What move are you using to speak telepathically to your brother?
Telepathy.
Okay, but he can't answer you back,
Alright,
can he?
It's a two-way street, but he has to roll for it.
Yeah, you have to roll to cast that spell, Ryan.
Okay, so that's what I want to do.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
tell
I
me
did
what.
not understand that spell. Let me
Okay,
open it
that's
up.
fine. So how-
So
what do
you
I need
form
to
a
roll?
telepathic bond with a single person you touch, enabling you to converse with that person through your thoughts. You can only have one telepathic bond at a time. You need to roll plus your intelligence.
Okay. So it's always What is it again? D6.
2d6 plus your int, which on your character is a 3.
plus 3. Okay.
Yeah, you
10.
totally go through. You keep the spell. You can cast it again later. You can only have one telepathic bond at a time.
Yep. So the one I'm using right now, or it's currently on Dongo, and he tells me he needs to kill this person.
I must kill this person to prove the superiority of my god, Cuddlepod. Do you not understand this kind of thing?
No, I
by now?
just I take my hand off his shoulder and
Guys,
I nod.
what are you doing?
It's only
Why
a
are
very
you just
brief.
standing there?
It's a brief interaction. I just put my hand on his shoulder.
It's-
Okay,
It
go
took
ahead.
as long as you just did.
Hold on. Yeah, Ryan, what
No, it
happens?
didn't
Like,
because the DM
Yes, it
interfered.
did.
Ryan, what happens when you like go to touch this? Is there a spell cast, or do you just do it secretly?
I go up and I
You just put your hand on him and sit there and wait. Like,
right,
what
I
does the
think I have to
spell
be
look like?
touching him.
Describe the spell to me when it's cast.
Ideally, if you'll let me do it, I don't want the spell to look like anything.
I would just say that. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, that works. If you fell badly though, then you'll definitely notice something. But yeah,
Sure.
you succeeded without fail. So yeah, you totally can do that.
Cool. So I just
okay,
did not.
I guess we'll just let this guy bleed to death then, if my lady
Not-
here
he's
will not allow us.
He's not bleeding. Your persistence is actually.
I have seen the war, lady. This person will die.
I can tell us the future. I pull up my crystal ball. Let's look into the flames. JP, I look into the flames.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence. Heal him, Dongo. Heal him.
So is it D10 plus int or D10 plus what? Or,
It is 2d6 plus
2d6
your
plus-
intelligence, which is
-1.
-1. So 2d6 -1.
Oops. 4.
Mark XP, Neal.
Yes.
What did I say happens on a fail?
Does the orb
Oh.
break?
Can you roll 1d4 damage, Neal?
3.
You take 3 damage. What is
Does
your
my
current
armor
HP?
absorb any of it, or does it go through armor?
This is magical
Piercing?
flame. It goes through your armor.
Okay.
You guys, what happens when you fail this? I would assume you
Fire-
describe. Okay.
We
I
don't get to hear a
screech.
lie?
What?
We don't get to hear a lie?
No. When he fails badly, he just takes damage.
Yeah.
On a partial success, you get to hear something. You don't know if it's truth or a lie. Okay, you guys see this. That happens.
He takes damage.
Yeah, you basically see him conjure up this, and Neal, tell me again if this is not what happens, but he pulls out this ball, puts it in front of him, and you see him look into it, almost like just looking into the sky, lost in thought, and all of a sudden he takes, his hands turn like bright red, and you see him kind of wince.